Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh. And today, guys, we have something exciting for you because we are starting a new review of a new series that you guys may know from Disney Plus, The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian, Jon Favreau, amazing work. This will contain spoilers, guys, so if you have not picked up Disney Plus, this will contain spoilers, but
I think for this
glorious.
For this first review, I don't think we're obviously going to do scene by scene here.
No,
it's
an overall review.
Open conversation about the episode. And
yeah,
I agree with you, man.
It's stunning.
It was glorious.
Visually stunning. I mean, when you saw this, you couldn't believe that this is an actual series. You would think that this is like a movie.
Yeah.
And it was visually stunning.
The visual effects were amazing. And I even told you, even the music on this, the score was just outstanding. Like,
it had that...
The production value of this was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the score had made you think, this is bounty hunter-esque, which is, what the Mando is. And it just had that feel of like, when he's going through searching for people and... old Western style too, especially in the beginning where he comes in kind of like in a bar, and it's just, it's just so cool. And it was absolutely amazing. And so if you guys don't know, The Mandalorian is set 5 to 7 years after Return of the Jedi. So the fall of the Empire is done. Everyone is scattered across the universe. There's no rule. The New Republic is trying to rule. But, I mean, not really rule, but just trying to get order and, kind of a government type thing. But I thought it was great. His overall concept of him is trying to find a bounty which is 50 years old because they've tried so many times and many bounty hunters have failed continuously. Yeah. And it was by a guy it was a secret bounty, and it was a guy who kept things under the books. He was working for the Empire. There's still scattered remnants around.
Now, I thought it was really cool too because he gets paid in currency, and right now, because of everything with the Empire, the fall of the Empire, like he was like it was cool trying to get a currency to pay him in because there's no currency, there's no overall accepted currency going on
not
right
anymore.
now. Yeah,
the Imperial credits don't work. The New Republic credits are not kind of known yet, so you don't really know their value. So, I mean, they'll pay in other things.
Now, what did he actually pay him in? Because he paid him in something that was pretty valuable. Oh, it looked like a First Order symbol.
It was Beskar steel. So Beskar steel is the steel that his armor is made out of. Gotcha. It was actually found on Mandalore, which is the Mandalorian planet. And after they referenced the Great Purge, which is actually Order 66, Mandalore, the Empire probably took over all that steel. Mandalore was also destroyed by Darth Maul. He actually went in there and destroyed Mandalore. So it's just,
my resident Star Wars expert.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a cool, nice little callback to that because we knew that it was probably Mandalore because we saw a flashback from the Mandalorian as a little kid
where he
running
says
through.
I forgot the term, but he was once a foundling, I think it was, is what they called it. Yep. But and that's kind of like, they tied that in towards the end, right? Because he has flashbacks of when he was a foundling, because what the person that was setting up his armor was saying, look, we can use this to fund other foundlings, and he said, I was once a foundling myself, and then you get the flashbacks of that. Well, I think that played into a larger part towards the end when he finds, and we'll spoil it right now for you, a baby Yoda. I won't say Yoda, not Yoda, but a species, Yoda's species.
That's all we can really reference because they have never released any information of Yoda's race, where he's from. We've only known Yoda is the one that exists. So it's a baby Yoda who's 50 years old. It's just 50 years old.
It's a cute little thing.
It's a cute little thing. Yeah. So we don't know if maybe the Empire was cloning Yoda's race, if there's still remnants of Yoda's race out there, but the fact that they couldn't find this thing for over 50 years, and the Mandalorian had a soft side. IG-11 wanted to kill that thing.
Exactly.
And he killed IG-11 because he's like, no, I'm not going to...
I think
he's going to take it back alive. Yeah. He wasn't going to kill it.
Yeah.
But...
is he going to take it back alive at this point? We don't really know.
We don't know.
I mean, it's really cool, though, like going upon what you said about Yoda's species. I think we only see it 3 times in Star Wars. That's Yoda himself. Yeti, I believe, isn't it? Yeti or something. There was some other type of Yoda species that was also referenced in Star Wars. I was reading.
Don't recall that. It's possible, yeah. I know they mentioned it, I think, in Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon.
Maybe
Star
that's
Wars
what I'm
Rebels.
thinking.
There was, yeah. So, I mean, I think it's going to be great that they're going to expand and give us some insight into Yoda's race. And maybe this is what ties into the series is maybe the Mandalorian is going to find out, okay, why do they want this little thing? Why is it so precious to them? I think he's going to maybe
not so much precious,
investigate.
But at one point, the gentleman that gave him the orders was, look, we want it alive, but we'll accept proof of its death. So they were willing to kill it as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe it's remnants of Yoda species out there.
I would love that.
The guy, the scientist guy, I believe he's a doctor who came in and startled the Mandalorian. I believe he worked for the Empire and he dealt with cloning. So that's where some of the theories are saying, and maybe the Yoda has been cloned, or he wanted it to maybe begin cloning it for whatever purpose. I have no idea.
And from our perspective, why would you clone a Yoda species? Well, Yoda obviously was force sensitive, so you could make the argument that the species itself would be more inept to be force sensitive.
Yeah. Another big possible Easter egg is we may have seen Boba Fett. I don't believe it was. So as Mando was coming down into like their lair, we saw it in the background what looked like Boba Fett. Now you can do the side-by-side picture. Boba Fett doesn't have the yellow armor on his left shoulder.
Yeah, but it could have been before he acquired that yellow.
Well, no, because he died in Return of the Jedi.
Well, I know that.
Supposedly, there's still a theory that he got out of that.
Get the lore of Boba Fett.
It's, you know what's crazy?
It's crazy because he wasn't in the show that much.
That is correct. He was not in the movie that often, but it was just because the look and how badass he was.
That's true.
That you got to see more in the comic books and things like that. But that's the thing, though. The lore of the Mandalorian is he was badass, and yeah, unfortunately, they had plans to show him more in the movies, but they kind of went in a different route. And that's the lore of Boba Fett. Like, it's just badass and mysterious.
Yeah.
Like, we want to see more. I don't think it was Boba Fett, but it was cool to kind of show that to make fans be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe somebody stole his armor and it's somebody else.
It gets people talking.
It does.
Right?
It really does.
Now, as far as the series itself, obviously we're going to continue to review this episode by episode. Now, there has been different stories about when it's being released. I've heard one story that it's a really strange release schedule. Like 5 days after the premiere, they're going to release the next episode. Then they're going to do every Friday at midnight. Then towards the final 2 episodes, they're going to do 1 episode's released. Then 3 days later, the finale's released. I've heard that weird schedule being thrown around. But then I've also heard every Friday at midnight being thrown around.
Yeah, so you guys are probably going to be watching this on Friday. Chapter 2 is supposed to release today, on Friday, on the 15th. Then the next episode will be Friday, November 22nd, 29th,
Fridays,
December 6th. Then it goes to the 13th. Then Wednesday, the 18th, probably because of Christmas. And then the final episode is Friday, December 22nd.
Yeah, so they go from Wednesday,
I'll throw that up
then a
for
week
you
and a
guys.
half to Friday. So yeah, there is that weird schedule, but yeah, we'll throw that up for you. Last bit of news.
Which part?
You sent it to me. Come on.
What?
I'll say it then.
I forgot.
They're already filming season 2.
Oh, yes.
Or they've already approved season 2, I believe.
Yeah, John.
Or are they filming?
John Favreau, I think they're filming because John Favreau sent a picture on his Instagram saying hello from the set of season 2 of The Mandalorian.
That's awesome.
So they're already filming. Yeah, they're already filming. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to see the rest. And what I love, though, is I love how they're calling them just chapters. You don't need episode titles for
awesome.
this.
I loved that.
You don't need episode titles.
I love that too. I thought that was going to be just the first episode, but obviously they're going to continue that, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's great. So let us know your thoughts of The Mandalorian. We thought it was fantastic. We cannot wait for Chapter 2. I think it's just going to continue to grow. One big thing that they did mention was the mythosaur. The mythosaur, the great monster that the Mandalorians used to ride, and that's actually the head. That's their symbol, their sigil. You know the voice of the guy who did that?
I have spoken.
Yeah. Nick Nolte. I recognized the voice. I was like, God, that sounds like, it's so raspy.
Dude,
it sounds like Nick Nolte.
Did it kind of look like him too?
It did.
Yeah, dude.
It's like they took him to look like Nick. That was Nick Nolte, which is cool.
That's funny.
It's great, guys. So let us know in the comments your thoughts. There were so many things. I know there were other Easter eggs that I think that I may have missed. I saw an article today.
Missed a lot.
I think there was a Easter egg of possibly the species of Admiral Akbar. You know, Admiral Akbar, the kind of like
I did see that.
You know, yep. And so many different things. I think we saw. Remember Jabba's little creature who was in the cage?
Yes,
looking
dude.
at the other one getting eaten.
Cooked it. Yeah, dude, that was so freaking funny because I'm like, where did I see that little shit from?
Jabba,
I couldn't figure it out.
It's from Jabba. Yeah, it's so many awesome things.
Admiral Akbar, you probably saw someone related to him in that bar.
I think it was. Yeah, I think
it was the very first scene. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch it again. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys think. It was so amazing. So stay tuned. We will do episode to episode. So make sure you leave a like. Feel free to subscribe, comment below, and stay tuned for Chapter 2 of The Mandalorian. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.